Thank you for joining us today. Good morning, distinguished guests and panelists, Government of Egypt officials, USAID colleagues, university professors and staff, NGO representatives, students. Thank you for joining AMIDEAST and HELM today to focus on an important topic in higher education, the full and equal inclusion of people with disabilities, and how we can achieve this essential goal. My name is Quincy Dermody, and I am the director of the U.S.-Egypt Higher Education Initiative Public University Scholarships Program at AMIDEAST. The HEI program is funded by USAID and supported by the Ministry of Higher Education. It is as part of this program that we are holding this conference today and tomorrow. Disability inclusion is a priority for AMIDEAST, which has a commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion, and a mission to create hope, opportunity, and mutual understanding among people in the Middle East, North Africa, and the United States through life-changing opportunities for education and cultural exchanges. Our vision is that all people have access to these opportunities. The government of Egypt has also stated its commitment to disability and has taken steps to show this commitment as well, ratifying the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities in 2008 and releasing the Egyptian Disability Law in 2018. Together, USAID, AMIDEAST, HELM, and our university and Ministry of Higher Education partners are working to build on these legal frameworks with practical actions that will ensure equal access to higher education for students with disabilities. The HEI scholarship began in 2015 and has awarded 673 undergraduate scholarships to students across Egypt to study in the special programs at 5 public universities: Cairo, Ain Shams, Alexandria, Asyut, and Mansoura. 7% of our scholarship students have disabilities. We develop strong relationships with our partner universities, and together we work to ensure that our scholarship students with disabilities are considered for acceptance into more faculties, that they have access to the assistive tools and support that they need, and that they are receiving the same quality education as their peers. During this time, we have experienced the university leadership's desire to include and support students with disabilities and the commitment of individuals within the universities to providing this support. In 2018, a new component was added to the HEI program to build on our existing collaboration with these universities and to expand the impact of our disability inclusion work to reach all students with disabilities at the 5 universities. Under this component, AMIDEAST signed Memorandum of Understanding with HELM and the universities to launch disability service centers. The establishment and activities of these centers and their achievements and challenges will be highlighted today and tomorrow. Panels will address practical discussions of how universities can support students with disabilities technologically and on their path to employment. The disability service centers that have been established at our 5 partner universities are responsible for ensuring equal access to higher education and the full participation of students with disabilities. The centers are removing physical, cultural, and social barriers through senior level policy development, through training and educational support that engages and raises awareness of faculty, staff, and students, and by upgrading university equipment and advising on facility accessibility. The centers have already identified their space, renovated them to be fully accessible, and equipped them with needed tools. The centers coordinate with existing service centers in the university to raise the effectiveness of the whole. The centers aim to facilitate the inclusion of students by working directly with faculties and other service centers. The centers do not operate as charities, but instead work to remove barriers so that students with disabilities can achieve their full potential in education. Through the program, visually impaired students have accessed faculties that were previously unavailable to them, such as Commerce English section at the universities of Alexandria and Mansoura, such as Mass Communication English section at the University of Cairo, and the Faculty of Engineering at Alexandria University. The centers have made great achievements in making their locations accessible, developing networks across the university, creating policies and procedures, renovating campus buildings to be accessible, and providing training. Center staff and leaders have had training in Egypt as well as in the US with Montana University, Colorado University, and their partners, and you will hear more from them later in the conference. We have been incredibly honored and pleased to be working so closely with our university partners, as well as with the Ministry of Higher Education, and we look forward to seeing how this program can impact not only these universities, but more universities in Egypt as well. Thank you everyone for being here today. I look forward to the conversations and panels that are to come.